NFC South matchup, the Saints moved to 9-2 after winning this one in a close one, 34-31. Now let's hear from Drew Brees. He's actually looking forward to playing on Thanksgiving. What's up, Drew? Talk about Turkey Day.
Football just goes with Thanksgiving, right? It's like you can't have one without the other. And so to ever think that someday I'd be playing on Thanksgiving, probably never thought that would happen. So yeah, I think these are unique moments. Obviously, the challenge for us is the quick turnaround. You get 4 days, and you're back to playing a game, which is very challenging for guys. But Thanksgiving, turkey, and football.
I'm sure he's thankful that he's in full control of the NFC South. His squad is they can actually clinch the division with a third straight time with a win over those Falcons on Turkey Day. Looking at the rest of this picture, guys, the Niners are 10-1. They're a game up on the Saints for that number 1 seed in the NFC. The Packers fall to 8-3, same record as the Vikings. Seahawks, a game back of the Niners for the NFC West lead. They currently sit in the top wild card spot in the NFC, and the Eagles still just 1 game back of the Cowboys, who we are just clowning on today for their loss to the Patriots in the AFC. So this is a crazy playoff situation. A lot of teams with a lot of wins. Which team are you most interested in this playoff picture over the next final 5 weeks already?
I'm going to say the Niners.
Okay.
And the reason I say the Niners is because the entire way up to this point, I've been saying all along, well, hey, now wait. They've got a stretch where they've got to play the Packers. They've got to go into Baltimore. They've got to go into New Orleans, and then they've got to go into Seattle. Let's wait until we see it. This is that remaining schedule. Guys, what I saw last night, it's not the Niners have to do this. No, it's these teams have to beat the Niners somehow. I totally changed my tune on it where it's not let's wait and see it. How are these teams going to beat that, what I saw last night? The Niners have the best front four in football. They might have the most balanced offensive attack in football. And when they beat you, they don't just beat you by the scoreboard. They beat you physically. They beat you up. 49ers, to me, showed me something last night, Kay. I think that they might be favored in those 2 road games against the Ravens and the Saints, in my eyes. As much as everyone elsewhere will say, no, those are places you got.
People think the Seahawks are going to take that division, given the schedule for the Niners.
Absolutely. And everyone assumes that the Ravens and Saints are going to beat them in their buildings. That team that I saw last night travels well. That's defense, and that's running, and that is George Kittle dominating.
Yeah, for me, just for the sake of the show, I want to switch it up. I mean, I want to go 49ers. We all appreciate the fact that they have a good defense, good offense, and their passing game is just as good as their run game, which I think that should be scarier than anything we've seen. But I'm going to go with the Seahawks, like you said, Kay. And it's not about them being a better team right now, even though they did beat the 49ers. I still respect the record that the Niners have. Talking about travel well, Seahawks just went from Seattle to Philadelphia.
Early game.
Played outdoors, early game, and beat up Carson Wentz, who is a phenomenal talent. I get it. They don't have a host of wide receivers. They got a lot of problems. They got some injuries. Still a football team with a quarterback who just got broke off financially, who's supposed to be one of the best in the business. And that defense that travels well embarrassed them. Embarrassed that Philadelphia offense. Not to mention, even in the game where Chris Carson, who was a phenomenal talent, didn't play well, they said, oh, we got this other dude, little Penny in the back doing his thing. And then we had Tyler Lockett. He's getting healthy from having that banged-up leg. I'm going to go with Seattle.
Andrew David Clowney wasn't out there. He was a huge game changer for them.
It's no shoe-in that the Niners will win the NFC West. What I do know is that last game of the season is going to be something special, baby.
Okay, well, we saw the Packers get hammered. Let's shift to their division. I usually am very loath to rush the Christmas season. I do not like that. I don't want to hear Boy George singing into November about Africa. It's great. However, 'twas the night before Christmas, December 23rd, the Packers will go to the Vikings, who are on a bye this week, and it is a massive, massive game because right now, if you took inventory about it, do you like the Packers? Do you like the Vikings? I like the Vikings. The Packers have been housed in 2 of their last 3. The Vikings are playing their best football. They are rested. There is still sort of a looming, are you really going to pick Kirk Cousins over Aaron Rodgers factor? And yes, I'm going to do it. We'll talk about it when we get there. I'm saying that game will dictate the entire NFC North because the Packers are saying, oh, we're going to the playoffs, we're going to do this. Don't get caught by the Vikings in your own division while you're trying to get a first-round bye because they coming, fam. December 23rd, it's the game of the last part of the season for me, Vikings-Packers.
And before they get there, they got to go Seahawks, Lions, Chargers.
Then no picnic either.
There's no picnic for either spot. It'll be pretty nice. Ian Rappaport's joining us, our NFL Network insider right now with more because we saw the highlight, and Triggs is right, Eagles quarterback.